All right, it's time to do the Saturday crossword on February 7th. This one is by Mark Diel, and I'm very intrigued by what this pattern is with these answers here. Ooh, look at that super wide section. Okay, I'm very excited to do this one. All right, let's see. I don't think I'm going to get these ones right off the bat, so I'm just going to look at the ones crossing these. Homo sapiens, for instance, human beings, intelligent life, perhaps. Homo sapiens, does that fit? It does fit, but I'm not sure that might be that seems a bit editorialized in my opinion. Does this work? Something F. It's very uncommon for F to have be in the second place. I don't think this is right. Strip down the interstate. Yeah, it's probably not. It's probably not this. That's that's too much of a stretch to make that prediction right now. First name in Universal Horror. First name. Um, Universal Horror. Is this a movie? Tim Burton? Is it Tim? I know he made like some scary movies, but I thought they were more like cartoonishly scary. So I don't really know. I don't really know Tim Burton that well, to be honest. Seldom used PC key. Well, it might be seldom used in PC key. Maybe Alt, perhaps. I don't think Alt is very commonly used in um, computers. Like, well, it's sort of the equivalent of Option on a MacBook, I think. So I think it might be Alt. Very common, friendly crossword letters as well. Let's see what else there is. A strip down the interstate. Strip down the interstate. Well, it's probably an off ramp. No. What about these ones? A curio shop treasure. What is a curio? Sort of like little trinkets. So a treasure in a curio shop. Uh, what specific thing could this be? I have no idea. Losing propositions with an S at the end, I think. Preps for surgery, perhaps. Well, let's come back to it later. Not colloquially. Wow, what could this be? Something is not. Ain't? Ain't has the word NT in it. Like, that stands for not, so that can't be right. Um, some control buttons. Well, it should be an S again. Um, can't keep on topic. If you can't keep on topic, you are distracted. Wanders, perhaps? Wanders? Let's see what this is. A breakfast bar item. Waffle. No. Breakfast bar item. With a W. Possibly with a W. Nothing here is certain. Wear out around the edges. Might be too fray. So possibly this is waffle. Maybe this is not alt. Waffle. Breakfast bar item. Waffle. I would have thought iron, but I mean, what else would it just be? Waffle. Uh, waffle chips? No, for breakfast bar item. Thing in a breakfast bar. It might not be the food itself. It might be waffle mixes, waffle irons. Um, item singular though, so I have to watch out for that. Waffle something, but I think it's getting somewhere. So preps for surgery. Preps for surgery. Um, what is it that you do before surgery? Who is it? Is it the patient or is it the surgeon? I have no idea. First name in Universal Horror. I have no idea. No idea. It could be Long Len. Those sound like old actors' names, like just like old irrelevant actors at this point. Sorry. Sharpshooter's asset. Good aim. Maybe. Um, good aim. Well, that's not gonna fit there. It's not even like a real phrase even. I gotta find some more words around here. Maybe I just gotta be a bit quicker about this. Not fair in a way. Tanned. I'm just trying to be like super like tricky and like trying to read more into the words, like not take it at face value. Um, Singer with the 2016 Grammy winning soul ballad, Cranes in the Sky. Grammy winning soul ballad. I don't know many soul singers. Enjoying recognition. Enjoying recognition. I don't know. I know this one. Michael Cera plays Alan in Barbie. Divergent author Veronica Roth. I haven't read the books. I only know the authors. That's how much of a fake intellectual I am. That I don't read books anymore. Fancy schmancy is posh. Then what is reptile with a colorful name? With a colorful name? How is it colorful? Well, possibly just has a single color in it. Green, red, orange, yellow, blue something? Blue toe? I don't think that works. OMG evoking deed. Some shocker. 4 letters? I don't know what that would be. To misdirect, having lost all of its fizz. Let's see what, maybe this one will help me. Like hand-to-hand fighting, close combat. But that doesn't fit there. Like hand-to-hand fighting. Contact? C, what is it? What could this C be? On the starting line. On your marks, on the starting line. New in town. That's the only thing I could fit there. That new something. Having lost all of his fizz could be flat. I think it works. Over, under, and point spread. Well, over under is a certain kind of bet. Point spread makes these are sports bets perhaps, which could certainly work. Does that work? Launch shot practice. What could practice for launch shots be? I don't know. I'll come back to it. Isn't keeping up possibly lags? Lags, sorry, not legs. Like hand-to-hand combat. Oh, not close. Close range. What was I saying before? Close combat. Yeah, like hand-to-hand finds close range. Right. Okay. On the starting line. Don't know. Let's see what this is. Not fair. Perhaps this G makes me think this is an ing word, because this could be an adjective, right? And some adjectives are ing. Student's goal. Student's goal? Degree? Is that it? Airbnb inclusion usually, I think they might include the linens, so possibly it's linen. I don't know what else it could be with these letters. Cause for getting stuck. Mire? Just like a certain general mess, I guess. Sort of in a quagmire, sort of in a sticky situation. Classic Chevy model. Something mini, I think. Maybe it's not mini. Don't know what this is. On the starting line. Something G? E at the end? Oj? That doesn't seem like that ends many words, so I'm not convinced by that. Enjoying recognition. Oh, you might be seen. You feel seen, you feel recognized, you're enjoying the recognition of something. It might not be recognition as in fame, but you're recognized for being who you are. Homo sapiens, example. So with an S, it was not intelligent life for sure. Let's see what else there could be. Keep on keeping on quality. To keep on keeping on quality. You just kind of keep living, I suppose. Not sure what this is going for. To misdirect, I might fool someone, I suppose. One of many in a B. Oh, a good speller, maybe. If you're good at spelling, you do a spelling bee. Yeah. Keep on keeping on quality. Oh, grit, perhaps. You keep doing something. Reptile with the colorful name could be a rose something. Because it is certainly colorful. Rose, I don't know what else it could be. On the starting line. Or Rosie? Ready to go. That's what it is. Ready to go. Nice. Rosie something. Rosie boy? Rosie box. What is this letter? It's not Rosie boy. I think. Let's see. To ensnare for as some undertakers. I think it might rope someone into something. Perhaps that's what it's going for. Dome-shaped Buddhist shrine. I don't know what that one is. Instrument depicted in paintings by Hals and Caravaggio. Perhaps it's a lute. Perhaps it's a lyre. I'm thinking of kind of medieval, or not medieval, but Renaissance instruments. Perhaps Hals and Caravaggio are these kind of Renaissance painters. It certainly looks like it, I'm guessing. A heavy drinker might be found in a stupor. It's kind of a bummer, but you know, I'm not too fussed by it. Opening for a mail carrier. Is it probably a slot? A slit? This could be a few things. Optimal. As good as it gets is optimal. Woolen leggings as worn by World War I soldiers. So, uh, what could that be? Stapa? Pata? What is that? Patters? I don't know what that word is. Isle of Sappho. Um, at some point at some point I've heard of this. Surely, can't think of it on the top of my head. Delphi? Nah, probably not. Right? Wrote fiction. Wrote fiction? Lied? Is this one? What is it about the Hornets on Hornets on scoreboards? I think it was the Charlotte Hornets, right? Charlotte. So how would you abbreviate that? Is it just CHA? Could be something else, I imagine. Um, let's see what else there is. One of Oberon's subjects. One of, well, possibly. Oh, he was one of. He was a fairy, right? This was in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. It's the only comedy that I know from Shakespeare, but Oberon is the fairy king. Former ebook devices until 2014. Until 2014. What happened in 2014? What are some brands of ebook devices? Nooks? Kindles are still around. Don't know. Let's see what else I can do. What a pitcher tries to do. Pitcher could be a few things, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, they make low digits smaller. Well, this looks like it's toenail here. Toenail clipper? Toenail remover? They make toenail clippers, maybe. They make low digits smaller. Which is in some ways true, because the digits that are low are your toes. Let's see what there's. Many a professional office. Many a professional office. C corporation? COR? Don't know what this abbreviation would be, so I'll come back to it later. Wrote fiction. Is it possibly just lied? I don't know. Don't know. Use for a tree. Maybe a tree's wood? What could this be? Something this mess. Former Veep with a Nobel Prize. Is this possibly Al Gore? He was the vice president, right? Former Veep with the Nobel Prize. Possibly it's Al Gore. Don't know. A small squeeze from a tube. Possibly a dab. Or a... What's the other word that they use? I know when they say it like in a... On toothpaste packages, they say have like a pea-sized dab. Is that what they say? Just a pea-sized amount of toothpaste. Let's see what else I can do. Private reply. Private makes me think this is a soldier. So, is it yes sir? It doesn't seem like it. But let's see what else there is. Pronoun in Texas is y'all. Sure works out. Yes something. Maybe private reply. Don't know. Physiques that have gone a little soft. Is this dad bods? But is this really a D? B. I still don't know what this is. Blast this mess. I don't know what's going on here. Too many sort of maybes around this section. Like I generally have no idea if any of this is correct. Besides this, I'm fairly convinced that y'all is right. Anything else goes. So I don't know. I haven't looked at this one. The long shot practice. Well, I have a few more letters here. So a long shot practice. Something with a T. Something test. A feat might evoke an OMG, which is kind of a random clue, I think. But Rosy Boa works because a boa is a reptile with a colorful name. So nice. What is this? Long shot practice. Something test. What is a long shot? What could a long shot be talking about? What is this shot? Serving practice? Serving test? I don't know. I don't know. Save me? Is this possibly save me a seat? It could be a seat. Pauline something, former New Yorker film critic, makes me think like I feel like I've seen this uh, name before, but I cannot remember this name. So I'm just gonna carry on though. Classic Chevy model. I've heard of a Palomino as like a certain kind of uh, sort of like a fancy racehorse, and I just feel like the word Palomino just signals fanciness, like luxury in some way. Even though I'm not convinced. Palomino is a classic Chevy, but it's one of those words that sounds like it could be a car. So I'm just gonna go with it for now. Let's see what this is. Singer with the 2016 Grammy-winning soul ballad "Cranes in the Sky." Um, is this a full name? What is this name? Is it really Degree? Don't know if it's Degree. Um, this looks like it's salad. Breakfast, a summer picnic side dish is possibly a salad. Then, what is this thing here? Um, don't know, but it possibly could be salad. I'm happy with salad for now. And let's see what this is. Not fair in a way. Something that's not fair. Possibly tanned. Possibly, um, not fair, unjust. Possibly biased, sort of like a dice. Let's see. Breakfast bar item. I can't figure out what this is. Waffle something. And what is this? Homo sapiens. Human species. Species. That doesn't work here either. First name in Universal Horror. Possibly it could be Len Long. I really don't know. Seldom used PC key. Is it really escape? Because I suppose that could work if that's an E. But I thought that you would use it quite often. I don't see why it would be seldom used. A sharpshooter's asset could be good eye, good aim. Aiming? With a G like that, a sharpshooter's asset is aiming. Losing propositions. Losing propositions. I don't know. Oh goodness. What else is there that I'm not getting? All of this could just be completely dislodged if Wanders just happens to be wrong, by the way. So I'm just really just gambling at this point. I'm not sure what is right, what's wrong. But these sections are the most difficult in this puzzle, it seems. So let's see what else there is. Wooden leggings as worn by World War I soldiers. Well, that should be an S, right? Maybe it's a Sony reader? Sony readers? Sony may have made some devices, and I would not know because definitely they were discontinued until 2014, so it probably makes sense. I haven't heard of them. Let's see. Woolen leggings. Don't know. Let's see what this is. Main street ending, possibly just Main Street. Could work. Let's see what this is. What a pitcher tries to do. Retire? Retire? Something? The Hornets on scoreboards. Okay, let me just try to figure out what this is. The Hornets, L something A. Possibly it's not the NBA like I'm thinking it is. The Hornets could possibly be another team. I was so convinced that it was the Charlotte Hornets. Now I don't know what to think. Many a professional office. I don't know. The author of Steppenwolf. Possibly is this really how it's gonna be? Like I've seen this before. E.A. Poe, Edgar Allan Poe. Are we really gonna be doing this? I don't like the way this looks. Right? It's such a strange answer, and there's no reason. I don't really have any reason to suspect this is the correct answer because I don't know this work. It doesn't sound like Edgar Allan Poe is necessarily an author more so than he is a poet. So I also don't know if he's written any books like that. I'll be honest. I don't know if he's written books. This makes me think this is not right because I'm looking at this. This looks like it's yes sir. So this is not clippers. Scissors. Toenail scissors. Not clippers, scissors. Yeah, that works as well. Okay, I'm happy with that now. This is dad bods. They've gone a little soft. All right, nice. Use for a U. A sedge, a hedge, possibly. Maybe a yew is a tree that kind of grows kind of low, so you would make it a hedge. Author of Steppenwolf. I've heard of the word Hess, but I possibly could be that. Oh, the Isle of Sappho is Lesbos. That makes sense. That makes sense because when they say like sapphic means, like attracted to women. So Lesbos is right, and it is like I thought one of those words that I had just somewhere in the back of my mind that I just couldn't reach, in time to solve this. But I got it anyways. That's all right. Many a professional office could be a suite, and it's abbreviated as STE. And this makes sense now that I've seen the answer because I've seen answers like this before. STE, abbreviated to suite. Not as common as I might like it to be, but it's fine. So let's see what this is. The Hornets on scoreboards. Possibly it is Charlotte like that. What's this? Retire the side. A pitcher tries to retire the side, and lied is road fiction. Okay, that works. I don't know what this means. I'll be honest. A pitcher retiring the side makes it seem like it's kind of baseball lingo. So I have no idea. Be honest, I have no idea. Let's see what this is now. This is the hard part. Ooh, Homo sapiens, for instance. Creatures? Is that what's going on here? Man, human. Nothing fits here that I would feel like should fit here. Homo sapiens. Name of some kind? Let's see, Pauline, I don't know that one. Breakfast bar item, I don't know that one. Could this tell me something? Summer picnic side dish. Please give me something. Give me something with this. If I can't figure out this one, I think I'm going to be in trouble. Okay. Sorry about that. The recording actually cut out a little bit because I ran out of storage on my computer. So I just started on a new half and just spliced the two together, which is going to be somewhat of a headache. So I've got to make sure I record this last bit before I run out even more storage, which hopefully shouldn't happen, but who knows. Launch shot practice. I still don't know what that is. So Pauline something, classic Chevy model. Possibly it's not a side dish with this salad. Nothing is going to work out here. Singer with the 2016 Grammy winning Soul Ballad. Soul Ballad is interesting. Do I know this person? I don't know. Curio Shop Treasure. Preps for surgery, perhaps. F with an F. Waffle breakfast bar item. Man, this one's hard. Losing propositions. Maybe it's not aiming. Because what could this be? Homo sapiens. I mean, how would what kind of word would have a name for, would have a reason to clue like this for Homo sapiens, except, for instance? Some control buttons. Ons, perhaps? I think that might be something that they say ons. I only know the word ons being used in this sense of ons and offs, so possibly it is. Strip down the interstate. God no, perhaps? That can't possibly be right. God no? Losing propositions. Not colloquially, not. What could colloquially? How could you get even more colloquial than the word not? Nerd, nerf. I mean, nerf does not mean not. So what is this? Perhaps it's not actually that. What could this be? That can't possibly be right. I think this might be ons. It's something I've seen before, so I'm gonna go with that. You first name it. Is it Len? It might be Len. Something crest salad. Something dress salad. Launch shot practice. The only word I can think of, something with a test, is textile test. I don't know why that would be. SP. What? 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 What is this? Perhaps it's not aiming. Because what could this be? Homo sapiens. I don't know what that would be. SP. What? What is this? Perhaps it's not actually that. What could this be? Homo sapiens. What could this be? W F waffle. What is this? Uh, breakfast bar item. Add a breakfast bar. Waffle mix is the only thing I can think of. If it's not waffle, I'm actually just gonna be so upset right now. Like, what could this be? If this is not alt, this is not len. What could this be? Coffee? Perhaps? Coffee maker? Oh, maybe it's just coffee maker. Maybe it's coffee maker. First name in Universal Horror, I don't know that one. This is still ESC, possibly. I have no idea still. Launch shot practice. M with an M. Pauline, is this cats or something? El Camino, perhaps. Classic Chevy model. It's another Spanish-ish name that could work. Not fair. Not fair. Not fair weather could be raining weather. All right, we're getting somewhere. This might actually be right. Okay. Species, right? Save me a spot. Not save me a C, save me a spot, because then that would be species. Then what is this? Chaos something? Missile test? Sure. I mean, I suppose that works. So what is this? Kale. Pauline Kale. Which I have not heard of before. Possibly. I actually have no idea. What is this? Is that escape? I don't believe that it's seldomly used. Calamari. No. What is this with an I here? It is missile test, isn't it? What is it? Seldom used. Sharpshooter's asset. Can't keep on topic. If you can't keep on topic, careens. Perhaps. Not is a no-no. Ooh, what could this be? If that's coffee maker, I think it could be coffee maker. Then what is this? Sharpshooter's asset. Good aim. Or stability. Sharpshooter's asset. Aim. What could this be? First name in Universal Horror. What is Universal Studios? First name. I don't know any horror movies. I'm too scared. So carry on. Homo sapiens. Primate species. Something species, and this is not helping me. What could this be? Summer picnic. What would you have on a summer picnic? And what does this have an I at the end right here? Something salad. Something salad? First name in Universal Horror. Can't keep on topic. Can't possibly be right. Is this God No still? Let's see, losing propositions. Oh, losing, as in probably diets. Okay, let's go with that. Curio shop treasure. Curio shop. What could be in a curio shop? A little trinket. I'm pretty sure this is dice. This is probably God No, if I'm not mistaken. Then what is this? Strip down the interstate. I don't know. Not. Can't keep on topic. Is it no? No, that doesn't make sense. Nom name? No. What is going on? Seldom used PC key. I don't have a PC. This would be so much easier if I had a PC. The only thing I can think of right now is ESC, and I don't know why that would be like that. Is that I? Something X species? Because what is this? Something EC salad? End? This would be so much easier if I had. But I just can't think of a seldom used PC key. Is there actually like a key somewhere on a PC that is just the word end? Macaroni salad. Macaroni salad. Let's go. Macaroni salad. First name in Universal Horror. Eon? Eos? Could be EO something. I don't know. But let's see. Sharpshooter's asset. Mm, perhaps it's not coffee maker. Oh, just waffle maker? Is it actually waffle maker? Was it actually just that easy? I thought of waffle iron. I thought of waffle mixes. I didn't think of waffle maker. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. Uh, then this is actually Wanders. Okay, Wanders. Sharpshooter's asset is ace something. Perhaps first old something. Maybe stripped down to interstate. Is goodness, what could that be? Homo sapiens. Something land species. Land species? Rand species? Old toy, perhaps a treasure. An old toy. Fa something O's? I don't know what's going on here. Not colloquially. Nary? Not nary? Do people say this colloquially? If this is the right answer, I'm just gonna be kind of mad. I'll be honest. Oh no. Stripped down to interstate. A median. An oddity. Right. Okay. So acuity. Genu. Canned species. Genuine species. Nary seems right. Acuity seems right. You have a sharpshooter. You have acuity. Perhaps it's not this. Rand? Farts? Why did I put farts here? That's not right. Oh no. I have so many letters that I don't know. Woolen leggings as worn by World War II soldiers. Putties? Stupa? What is a stupa? Slot? Stupor? Putties? Patties? Petties? Pitties? This could be any vowel, and I don't know. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what retire the side is either. That's such a difficult puzzle. My goodness. Genurand species. Genurand. Well, it's not Genurand. It's something else. What is this? Preps for surgery, perhaps. Fasts. Genus and species. Oh, I didn't know that was a phrase, genus and species. Fast, yeah, if you prep for surgery, you might just like fast for a little bit. Genus and species. So this might actually just be the only part left. So I'm just going to guess all the vowels. Yes! Oh my god, I can't believe it actually worked. Oh, I've never been so happy to actually complete a puzzle like this, even more so than some Sundays, I'll be honest. But wow, what a puzzle. Some things I noticed immediately, there are a lot of words, a lot of answers in here that have to have a very specific clue that the constructor must definitely have thought of before putting this in here. Like a good speller, one of many in a B. Like good speller on its own is not really a phrase, but when you put it with this, pair it up with this specific clue, it actually like works out pretty well. So it was nice, not only do you need to have good words, but sometimes you need to be able to actually think of the way you're going to clue it before you include it in the grid, which is quite a difficult task to do because writing clues takes quite a lot of creativity. But wow, I did not think that was going to be so difficult. Genus and species really threw me there. Actually, this entire thing threw me it took me so long to get this. A bit mad with myself at the end, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult. Solange and KL is a crossing that I don't think I would have gotten unless I was just kind of predicting, or just kind of reaching somewhere in the back of my mind just to try to find somewhere where I knew this. Yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I've already been talking for quite a long time, but it's a nice one. I probably should go to bed now. Yeah, it's a nice puzzle. It's kind of sad I didn't get to talk more about the words here. There are some clues I don't think I really understood properly, but I mean, I've already talked long enough about my thinking process with this. So, yeah, there you go.